Hi, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your March 1st to the 15th, 2024 reading for you. Now, I ask if this reading resonates with you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It helps me out tremendously, so thank you so very much for doing so. So, let's see what the cards have to say. Angels, ooh, I love that. Angels and spirit guides show me clearly. Okay, making sure you can see everything. We just line this up for a moment so you can see it a bit better. Okay, so we have strong High Priestess energy coming through. It's crowning this whole entire reading, which makes sense for a Scorpio energy because you live in between the veil of the waking world, the mundane human world, right, and the spiritual world. So the veil is being lifted from your eyes more and more. Now, can you be fighting that? Yes, of course, because it can be a little bit overwhelming, most definitely. But you're starting to see the place that you want to be, like how you want to move forward. You're getting a lot of clarity during this time that's elevating you. It's rising you up and up, and it's raising you up and up. And it moves here to I'm just seeing with the seven of swords, you're releasing a lot of lies. But what's interesting is that God source spirit, however you see the divine, the universe, is handing you a gift of the ace of swords. It's reversed. So what that means is that we're not taking that gift quite yet. We're like, wait, we're holding on to certain beliefs that we have or ideas that we have. Again, they're lies that just aren't right for us anymore, or things that people have said, you'll never XYZ because of XYZ. And it's like, well, that's absolutely true. And this is going to be a time where we step back and say, but why was that absolutely true? Like, why did I listen to that for so long? And really see it as nonsense. So we're building up to taking the gift of the ace of swords. We can do it more quickly or a little bit more slowly, depending on where we are in our journey. But during this time, we definitely have the gift there. We're just not taking it quite yet. The 10 of Wands is carrying a huge burden on our shoulders, and we have been for quite a long time. And it's left us totally seeing the dirt on our shoes. It's kept us kind of hunched over, beaten down, overwhelmed. And this is going to be a time for us where we're looking at, what do I need to release? How do I need to move things forward? Becoming more organized, becoming more, kind of authoritative within ourselves and saying, this is what I'm doing, this is what I'm not doing, this is what I need to do. I'm not picking up other people's burdens, and I'm moving forward for me. There's also a sense of releasing guilt, which is going to be a big thing. And we're going to see doors opening. We're going to see new pathways forward. Now, if you have Gemini energy in your chart, all right, that's going to come through very, very powerfully during this time. This is also a time frame of May 21st to June 20th. That's a Gemini time frame. So if you have Gemini energy in your chart, if you have Gemini energy in your life, it helps propel you forward in a very positive way. Now, I do want to give the side note: when Spirit says it helps propel you forward in a positive way, and we're dealing with other people, those people might not be our favorite people. We might not be like, oh, Gemini, I'm so happy you're here in my life. They can be really agitating people who propel you forward in ways that you hadn't expected you could go. So just being aware of this during this time is going to be so important to us, to know that we're seeing our desire, our love, our want, our angels are blessing us. Now, with the Page of Pentacles, this is Earth sign energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. If we have Earth sign energy in our life, there's a lot of lessons coming forward from that energy that we have. Or if we have, Earth sign energy in our chart, Earth sign energy in our life, but it's going to be rather aggravating. We're going to know that this is aggravating. We're not going to want to be students. We're going to want to be able to propel things forward. We're not going to want help. I can do it all by myself, says the little kid who can't tie their shoes. That's kind of the energy that we have here. Now, we can also have a very young or immature earth sign energy in our life that is causing us a bit of agita. So being aware of this is going to be important during this time, and looking at the seeds that we need to plant and the fact that we need to give it time to grow. And also learning, okay, how do I grow this? How do I move this forward? And seeing that it takes time for everyone. We sometimes think, oh, it's just me, right? Things aren't happening the way that I want them because it's just me. But it's not, it's everyone. So it all takes time. It's all more complicated than we think it is. And that's okay. But to see that and to understand that and to, hold that in our hearts and say, I know I'm moving forward. I know I'm heading in the direction that I want in my life. That's a really big thing. So let's see what Spirit has to say. Now, if you're interested in entering to receive a free reading, put a heart in the comment box below. The winner will be announced on the 1st of March in a completely separate video. So good luck to everyone. Ooh, no, because this is now, even though this is going up, okay, so because this is from the 1st of March to the 15th of March, let's do a clover. Put a clover in, and we will be announcing the winner. Yeah, we'll be announcing the winner. I don't know if we're going to change up the time. So yeah, put a clover in, and you'll see if it'll either be on the 1st of April, or it's going to be before that, but check back because I'm not sure if we're going to change this up. So let's see what Spirit has to say. Angels and Spirit guides, show me clearly, guide this reading. Okay. So Spirit is a bit chatty here, most definitely. We have love reversed, we have evolve, and we have blossom. Oh, also, if you're interested in purchasing a private reading, a private personalized meditation, or a healing, check out my website, daneharttarot.com. So with love reversed, now with the Gemini energy that has come through, that's the lovers. So it's knowing that love can turn into lust very easily. So it's being mindful about this, and we can be really taken in by what we lust for instead of what we love. So it's coming back to the basics of love, trusting our hearts, moving forward in our passion. We are evolving, we are transforming, and as we are evolving and transforming, we're a little bit afraid of blossoming. We're a little bit afraid of coming out of our shell, out of our cocoon, and stepping into ourselves. There's almost a sense of like, oh, I can't change things up. And Spirit's like, no, you're going to have to. So looking at this time and knowing that it is a time of really profound change, that's going to be very, very, very important for us. Our chakra energy, angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides. This is holistic health. This is the root chakra reverse. This is one of my absolute favorite cards. And it's saying here, it's time to listen to our bodies. It's time to get ourselves aligned with our health, put ourselves as a priority, and move forward in this energy at our root chakra, at the root of us, really moving forward in healing, in compassion of self, and in balance of being. So it's time to start listening to our bodies. It's time to start listening to our guts, to, the way that we feel after eating food, after drinking, after, whatever it is that we're doing, and say, how does my body feel? Is this something that my body's saying, ooh, do more of? Or is it something that my body is saying, ooh, I don't like this, type of deal. So just being aware of this during this time is going to be really important. It's like, ooh, when I eat vegetables, right, it makes me feel really good, or fruits, instead of when I eat a whole bunch of cookies and candies. But, we don't get the same instantaneous, sugar rush from eating fruits and vegetables. So just being aware of that. I know it seems really logical stuff, but we can also have things that we are just drawn to. Like I used to drink so much tea that I actually went on a tannin detox, and I only ate meat for a month, which was gross. If you do the carnivore diet, that's totally cool. It was not for me at all. But here, being able to detox from all tannins completely was really important for my body and myself. But again, you might not drink 11 cups of tea a day, so you might not have to do that. Let's see what Spirit has to say in the energy to be mindful of. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. It's the Eight of Wands. Things move really, really fast. It's kind of like, that sense of like you hit the ground running during this time. Things have a tendency to move so fast, to demand so much attention. So being aware of this during this time, and they're demanding attention, but because it's all moving so fast, we don't have the time to give the attention, to pay attention to what is needed. So just being aware of this, and it's almost always like you just have to move faster. You just have to go more, and it's just going to be exhausting, and we're going to burn out. We don't want to burn out, and we don't need to burn out. So being kind to ourselves is going to be super, super important. Again, with the High Priestess, the veil is being lifted from our eyes. We're seeing our talents, our understanding, our magic, our insight. We're seeing it more and more, and we're claiming ourselves more and more. And that's going to be super important. We're connecting with the spiritual world because whether you like it or not, Scorpio, that's a very powerful, beautiful aspect of yourself and an integral part of who you are. Now, Scorpios always get the bad rap for being a little bit secretive. Now, yes, a negative Scorpio is very secretive and can be harmful in that way. But here, it is a sense of course, you don't tell everybody everything because they don't understand. You know, there's a way that you operate on this earthly plane that is so personal, so beautiful, and so intertwined with spirit, so intertwined with your angels and your guides that other people just might not get it. So, this is going to be a time where it is sacred for you to sit in your energy, to see yourself, to, connect and to embrace the beauty within you and embracing your own talents. Now, with the Ace of Swords reversed, there is a sense here of I'm not trusting my voice. Now, again, God, Source, Spirit, however you see the divine, the universe, is handing us a gift. There's such beauty, there's such power in our voice, in our mind, in our understanding of ourselves, but we're not trusting it quite yet. We're thinking, no, this can't possibly be true. Oh no, I can't possibly do this. Oh no, I'm thinking this wrong, or I have the wrong idea here or there. And Spirit's like, why? Why are you negating yourself before you even try? Before you even let yourself be heard, especially by yourself. So this is going to be a time with the Ace of Swords reverse where it takes time for us to trust our voice, to move forward in our creativity, to embrace what spirit is telling us. But again, because we have that energy of like, I have to go, it has to be really, really fast, it becomes overwhelming. It brings us to the 10 of Wands. We're carrying so much. We'll carry the loads of others. We'll carry the load of ourselves. We'll hold everything and not create with it, but we'll just hold it because it's too precious, right? We can't put it down. We can't start with it because whenever you take something from idea into the real world, it loses a bit of its sparkle. It loses a bit of its perfection. And we don't want it to lose a bit of its perfection. We want it to stay as perfect in our mind as it is until we can absolutely be sure that we can achieve the goals that we want, right? So this is going to be a time where we're coming full circle with our passion, our creativity, what we desire. And we're saying, I'm tired of carrying all of this. I need to create with it. And I need to let others carry their own burdens and walk their own path because that is going to be super, and that is super important for me. So with the 10 of Wands, we're going to see ourselves starting to let certain things come to light that we've put on a shelf in the closet of our mind to keep safe, to keep, pristine. And now we're going to say, okay, it can start getting all the fingerprints over it that come from existence. And we're going to start to see doors opening to us and for us. We're also not carrying everybody else's load. We're not sitting there saying, oh, I can do this, I can do that, I got this, I got that. It's like, no, carry your own load and do it well. You don't, it's not saying don't help people out, but don't take away their burdens from them because they still have to learn their lessons. The doors are opening. You're going to see yourself in a very new light and in a very new way. And you're going to start seeing yourself walking towards your future with more confidence and more surety and a real sense of like, no, this is what I want. I highly recommend a vision board so that you can see the things that you're working towards so that when you get discouraged and when things feel overwhelming, just throughout the whole entire year, you can sit there and say, but this is what I want to manifest within my life. This is what's beautiful. This is what I need for me. And it brings us to the lovers. It brings us to falling in love with our lives and ourselves. And it brings us to this place of what do I love and what is important to me? And how do I embrace that? And how do I say that? Remember, Gemini is ruled by Mercury. Now, Scorpio, you are ruled by Pluto. So this is going to be a time where you're having, a deep inner sense of self. Now, before Pluto was discovered, right, you were ruled by Mars. So there's the sense of a passion, but also a passion of fire, but also a bit of a secret to a Scorpio. And that's what everybody always finds a bit like, oh, how do I crack this? Like, how do I understand you completely? You don't. And this is going to be a time for us, Scorpio, where we say, what is my voice? What do I want? What do I need? Where do I need to be? What is it that I love in my life? And how do I give voice to that? How do I give voice to that? And how do I move that forward? So with the lovers here, you do take the Ace of Swords because Gemini is an air sign energy. It's just going to take a bit more time. And you're going to see your angels are handing you a gift, handing you that knowledge, handing you that understanding, and handing you a path that is much more your voice than you think it is originally. And it brings us to this place of needing to be students of our prosperity. Do we want to be? No, we don't. We do not at all, but we need to be. This is going to be a time where we're going to think, okay, I already planted seeds. I should start to see the results, the crops, they should start to come in. And Spirit's like, no, maybe those crops had failed. Maybe things hadn't gone right in those intentions. Now we're planting seeds again. They might be the same exact seeds we planted before, but now we know more so that they can be able to grow in ways that we hadn't imagined they could. This is going to be a time where it almost feels at times that it's, one step forward, two steps back. And I'm not saying that, and Spirit isn't saying that to discourage you. What Spirit is saying is that it's going to take more time than you realize. So stepping back, planting the seeds, nourishing, being calm, waiting, and moving things forward, not waiting as in being idle, but doing what needs to be done and nurturing our dreams, nurturing our passions, nurturing, a bigger prosperity that we see as part of our future. That's going to be important. But we are going to have to, look at things and be a little bit more practical, a little bit more earth energy, grounded, sensible, practical, which is the opposite of our water energy, which is creative and moving and, go with the flow type of deal. So just being aware of that is going to be super important. And with the Seven of Swords, there are lies that we're looking at and that have been a part of our whole entire lives that there's a real sense of, no, I'm not believing that anymore. I'm not held back by that anymore. I'm not doing that anymore. And it has been a burden that has been on our shoulders. Now, we can have, spirit energy that's helping us, but these are also, huge weights that we've carried from when we were little. From when we were little and we thought, oh, well, it's going to be like this, or oh, what that person said was true. Or we have our dreams that we make when we're very young, and 15 seems old. So this is going to be a time where we look at ourselves and we show ourselves some grace. And we say, why am I telling myself the same lies? Why am I holding myself back the same way? There is so much more opening to us, Scorpio, than we have ever realized. And this is going to be a time where we start changing our narrative. And as we start changing our inner narrative, we start changing our energy vibration, our ability for manifestation, and we start to say to ourselves, I can, instead of I can't, or that's for everybody else. No, I can, and I am. We're going to want everything to happen yesterday. Be kind to yourself and let it take time, because it will. Our subconscious spirit message is gratitude, moving forward in gratitude, thankfulness, connection of the heart, beauty of the spirit. That is going to be super important. Saying thank you, even when we don't want to, even when we think, oh, wow, that was frustrating. But saying thank you for learning experiences, for opening up doors, for a greater understanding of ourselves. It moves us then to our subconscious chakra message, which is clarity. And we're going to be seeing things a lot more clearly, but this is clarity reverse. So even though we're seeing things a lot more clearly, we're also doubting. We're also, overwhelmed. This is the third eye chakra. We're not trusting our third eye. We're not trusting our inner insight. It's going to be a sense of, well, it should be like this. So I should be seeing it like that. And Spirit's like, trust your instincts, trust your connection with the divine, trust yourself as you move forward. Because just because it works a certain way for everybody else doesn't mean it's going to work that way for you. Remember what Oscar Wilde said, be yourself. Everyone else is taken. So there's a clarity that is coming with that. You're not going to be following in anybody else's footsteps exactly. You can follow a trodden path, but this is going to be a time where you're putting your own Scorpio spin on it. It brings us to our subconscious energy to be mindful of, and it's the Seven of Pentacles. We don't want to be patient, and yet this is going to be a time where we're being forced to be patient. So being aware of this, again, is a super important thing because we want everything to move so quickly. We have the energy right here, the contrast energy of the Seven of Pentacles and the Eight of Wands, where the Eight of Wands is like, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. And the Seven of Pentacles is slow down, wait, and balance. Slow down, wait, and balance. And that is going to be a very very important contrast for this time where we're going to want to push things so quickly and we're not going to want to be patient at all, but we're going to be forced to be. Our subconscious tarot message is the Queen of Pentacles. Subconsciously, we know our worth, we know our prosperity, and we know our abundance. The Queen of Pentacles is determined and is focused and, has this air of, I got it. When people look at you, Scorpio, they don't think, oh, you don't know. They think, oh, no, you see it. And whatever the proverbial it is, this is also saying crown yourself with love. Move forward with love as your guidance. That's going to be one of the most important things that we can do during this time. Because resentment, anger, frustration, it can creep in and it can try to strangle us, right? And there is also a need here for dressing for success. It doesn't mean that we have to dress up every day, but Spirit is saying, you know, being being proud of our appearance and looking at ourselves in the mirror and saying, okay, okay, I like this. That's going to be super important for us. And that's going to be a real self confidence booster to be able to go and do what we want to do. Because the Page of Pentacles is reversed in the main part of the reading, mainly we're going to be learning a lot and kind of resistant of the learning. Like it's kind of like a little bit kicking and screaming. We're going to be learning really important lessons. Subconsciously, we're the queen. We are, authority, we are determined, and we are, in control of the situation. So subconsciously, even though consciously we're learning a heck of a lot, subconsciously it's like, okay, I needed to learn that. I needed to open up this door. I needed to see it that way. And that's going to be a very, very important thing for us. All right, Scorpio. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I am sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all, and stay safe. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy as we embrace the power, intensity, and beauty of this time and of ourselves. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony, Scorpio. May blessings and prosperity always be with you. I love you all. God bless. Bye.